just absolutely insane position. They are going to get wiped out as well. The Terran is actually in a very bad position at this point, although does have the food advantage. That push did get washed off very, very quickly. If we take a look at the units tab, 77 SCVs to 53 drones. That is a big problem. We do see this planetary fortress is going to be able to wash off any pressure on that third base. We're going to see a fourth base come down. This is very important for the Terran. However, we do see that the fourth base is already up for the Zerg player. Going to want to get that saturated as soon as possible. We're going to see a double drop there, or a single drop with an additional medvac. Just forgot to, I guess, fill that up or something like that. It's going to just sit there. Just kind of chill out, just, waving hello, see, oh yeah, you have a fourth base, I have a fourth base too, isn't this cool? We have things to talk about, we have all these things in common. Do you want to go out? I like you. Our friend here, Terask, obviously really likes TheHeffNerr. Probably going to go join him at his house sometime later on. But we're going to get back into the game and not focus on all the entertainment. Going to drop those SUVs, going to repair each other in that little tiny love ball there. Going to go ahead and send those scans. I don't really know why you're scanning when you have a Raven right here, bro. Right there. Not a big deal. Morphing in some Banelings. Still 81 to 59. This is a very bad position for the Zerg player to be in, as you want to be like one base up, equivalent in drones to the Terran or Protoss, depending on who you're up against. Really anyone but a Zerg. Zerg can be even. We do have Ultralisks coming out. This is going to be very exciting. I do love me some Ultras. We do have 3 2s for them. Do we have the... Yes, we do have, I forget what exactly the upgrade is called, but we are now to 5-2. That is some major armor. We do have a big drop coming in. We're going to be able to do a lot of damage in the main. Going to be sending in those speedlings. Those will likely actually die very quickly as these Marines. Oh no, they're going to just derp around and die. Oh no, that would have done a good amount of damage if he had sat there with those Marines, maybe microing a little bit to pick them up. This one medevac that is full could get shot down. Ooh, this is very bad for our Terran player. Going to get that medevac shot down with pretty much nothing being dropped. Those Lings are going to be there anyway to pick anything off as it comes in. We are seeing another drop up top, do a little bit of damage just before those Lings come in there at the top. We are seeing a lot of very good play from both sides. Thank you very much again, TheHeffNerr, for sending this in. Going to drop those Marines, do a little bit of damage before the medevac gets shot down by the Spore Crawler. 3-kill Spore Crawler, such a badass, sitting there in the back. Lots of sensor towers. I do like this a lot against the Zerg player. Gets you a lot of information. Those, oh my god, Ultralisk, gotta love those Ultras. 2 planetary fortresses coming out, and those are going to do a lot of damage. Hunter Seekers everywhere on all these Lings, everywhere. Still a good amount of Ultras though. We look at the food count, 154 to 123. This is going to be very painful for our Terran to deal with. However, the Speedlings are coming in to do a lot of damage to these tanks and Thors. Ravens not really doing anything at this point now that they've thrown out the Hunter Seekers. Not really going to be able to do anything. Ultras all the way into the main. Going to go ahead and close that timer for now, so we can't see when this actually ends. This planetary fortress is going to be able to do a lot of damage. However, these Ultras are going to derp around because they obviously can't step over the dog-sized Zerglings right in front of their big, meaty hoofs. Hoofses. Going to be able to down this entire third base. There is this base down here, the fourth, I believe, the previous 4th or 5th base. That is going to be really the last bastion of economic support for our Terran. There were a few macro issues. I will note earlier on, I believe our Zerg buddy had around like 7k minerals. Though if you are going for this Ultra tech and you're close to max, that's not a big deal. We are seeing these Ultras coming into this kind of like meat grinder and getting absolutely trashed. That is a bloody mess right there. Gonna have some battle cruisers. That's very interesting. We will note that our Terran doesn't really understand how to use upgrades. We don't really... I mean, supply block all over the place. That's not a big deal when you have such a huge amount coming in. But we also see that these Marines do not have any combat shields. They do have stem, no combat shields, and our tanks have 0 upgrades. Our tanks and Thors have 0 upgrades, and our battle cruisers have 1 weapons. All the upgrades have probably come in the form of those Hunter Seeker missiles and other traditional upgrades, non-like 1-1s, those sort of things, non-vehicle upgrades, non-whatever upgrades. We do see pretty much an all-in at this point. All these Zerglings, though, are going to stream and do a huge amount of damage. Need to have something to do against all of this air, just a huge amount of air. Let's take a look at the production tab. 1 corruptor in production, but we do have the Zerglings coming in for a counterattack to try and wipe out the Terran. While we wait to get up a bunch of Corruptors, this is going to do a lot of damage. This is a small army, but it's going to do a lot of damage as we don't have anything to deal with it as a Zerg player. Huge amount of speedlings and going to deal a lot of damage. We do have this on-fire thing, this on-fire orbital command that needs to land, heal itself with those mules, can land 2 mules to do that. We have a huge amount of Ultras, still 4 or 5 Ultras going in to finish this off. All the buildings lifting off like a bad manner mother. Hoo-doo-doo-doo. Also getting a good amount of corruptors up there. We're going to be able to take it up. These really want to see that corruption. I think, is it corruption? Yes, corruption that can be used on these air units. However, we do have a good amount of Ravens. Ravens are super, super effective at protecting the Terran air units. We do have a lot of speedlings going throughout the map, picking up anything. Really don't like Terrans who do this, where they just lift up their buildings against this unbeatable land army and just kind of go, yeah, you can't shoot up, yeah. Really needs to actually come back to base and deal with these corruptors. Going to need to finish off any air production possibilities for our Zerg player, and then move on to taking out these corruptors that are picking off his buildings very, very quickly. Not really going to have anything to deal with that. We do have this orbital command floating up here. We do have the starport and factory floating down to the bottom, but we do have Zerglings pretty much everywhere to be able to spot that. We do have our ultras just kind of chilling out in the back. These super badasses just kind of going, we can't shoot up. Sorry, you spent all this money on us, but we just don't know how to shoot up. But this is a huge amount of corruptors. Going to be able to pretty much take out this Terran army if need be. Going to have our overlords just kind of go on this mass pilgrimage to the top to just kind of prevent anything from happening up there. We don't need to, as the Zerg, we don't have to actually worry about that army, though. We're going to go ahead and search around. Do we actually spot that orbital command? No, we're going to go ahead and take out the starport. We do have the factory and another starport sitting at the bottom, but we need to find this orbital command. Come on, do we see that orbital command? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to go ahead and pause, open this up. Oh wow, we are at the end of the game. Gonna go ahead and keep going. I don't think he actually saw that, but we're gonna go straight for the army. Gonna do a huge amount of damage. Oh my gosh, Yamato cannons all over the place. But we do get a GG from Terask. Thank you very much, TheHeffNerr, for sending this in. TheHeffNerr, you are a badass. Defeating him 109-2 in food. Thank you very much for sending this in. If you guys want to see your games cast, please send them into MissionStarCraft@gmail.com. This is Flag signing out for this one. Please send any feedback to that same email address or in the comment section below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Help me get this out there. I'll see you guys in the next cast. This is Flag signing out.